So Adrian, one of the things you speak about in your book, which really resonated with me, was about becoming part of your customer's story. So can you explain a little bit more what you mean by that?
So I think the interesting thing that's happening is that as this world gets ever more competitive, we've got way more kind of choice. I think products and services are starting to all kind of blend sort of together. And I think that people are also starting to be a bit more conscious about what they buy and why they buy things. And therefore, they're looking to align themselves with things that make sense for them, like that have a meaning for them. So let me give you an example of a company that I talk about in the book as it relates to that. And it's funny because I've got a pair of their garments on today, and it's a company called Hyatt Denim. Now, it was started by a guy by the name of David Hyatt, and they're spelt differently. He's an Eldad guy, but he's also part of the original team that started Howie's, which was a UK clothing brand. But then he left that after they sold it to, I think, Caterpillar, but then went and, after a period of time, went and started this denim company down in Cardigan. Now, the really interesting thing about it is that he's created this company that, for two reasons. One is they decided they want to make the best jeans that they possibly can. So they don't want to make a lot of jeans, they want to make the best jeans. But they're doing it specifically in Cardigan because, did you know that Cardigan used to be one of the largest producers of denim in the whole of Europe? Before a lot of stuff got moved offshore or outsourced to sort of the Far East, where it was much cheaper. So one of those interesting things is that they've got all these inherent skills in the town, but are just going to waste. So what he wanted to do is almost to try and create a more of an artisanal type of product manufacturing kind of company, which allowed them to, one, leverage all the skills that are there, but also can then leverage his legacy base of skills, but also to help regenerate the town, but is also making kind of great kind of products. And I think that is a story I think is really interesting, and it's something that really buys into what I bought into, because I bought a pair of their jeans. And I think it's examples of companies like that. I mean, there's other examples like, say, Tom Shoes or Patagonia or so on and so forth, that do things in a slightly different way that has a meaning and a purpose, or stand for certain things that just stand out amongst all of this noise that we see in the marketplace. And I think there's this really large trend that customers are starting to latch onto. So it's, I know what I'm going to spend my money on, but can I spend my money on something that gives me a slightly extra meaning or aligns with me and kind of what I do, what I want, what I believe in?
So that would suggest that, you know, in terms of attraction of customers, it's not just about what you do, but it's the values that sit behind that will help you bring customers in. Is your opinion that that's important now? I
think it's becoming increasingly important. I'm not saying that people can't just do great products and great services, and that's not enough. I think that is enough, but actually I think there's an opportunity to do something different and something extra that can make the enough bit, the great product and service, it's almost, it adds a plus onto the end. So it's almost a bit like, don't dismiss it if you don't think it makes sense for you, because it could be an opportunity that could help you just stand out amongst a very competitive market.